All right. Welcome to another Woods Report. A lot of mugshots.
All the mugshots are in.
And all the people who had mugshots before that were famous had to suffer because all theirs got pulled out. James Brown's mugshot got pulled out.
Oh, no.
All of them. So
famous folks, mugshot.
All the famous mugshots.
When you get to, I guess, when you're booked, that means that because we always say you're innocent till proven guilty.
They still have to do a mugshot.
So they still do all of that, even though you may be innocent.
Because you may be guilty, and if you skip town, then they have to know who you are. So, which is why Comb Over never had to take one in the other ones, because everybody knows who he is. But celebrities could say the same thing. So James Brown could have said that.
So you do the mugshot, you do the fingerprinting, and then the case O.J. Simpson, they find him innocent. Mm-hmm. Do they get rid of that mugshot?
No, your mugshot is forever.
Why?
You were booked. You had to have your fingerprints.
But you wasn't found guilty.
You're in the system now.
See, and I don't like that.
I don't mind. Because what if they're a criminal?
No. The point I'm making is if it happened to us,
we take a mugshot
and we go through the whole court system and we're found innocent. Our legal counsel, they said no, Lenore did not do the blah, blah, blah.
He's shaking the table.
Why does Lenore's mugshot have to stay in the system? That's what I'm asking. If I'm found innocent,
okay,
why would my face and my mugshot be in the system?
I think it should always be in the system, even if you found innocent.
Really?
Because someday you might do something else.
Then do a mugshot again.
No, we maybe not be able to catch you. Then we could put your mugshot out and say, this is what she looked like.
Oh, I just don't understand that. If y'all understand that, whoever listening,
what?
I like to read on that and see why they do that once they're found innocent. Because we keep saying you're innocent till proven guilty. So if that
nobody bellies that. Everybody say that,
we're really guilty because you found out. But the moment people do mugshots and fingerprints, you automatically think, oh man, because some people cry when they're doing it.
I
know. Maybe because you're saying it stays in the system.
It stays in the system, just like your fingerprints do. Which means at some point in time in your life, somebody accused you of something. So it has to stay in the system.
Like that. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So let's pull up the old mugshots. Where is his at?
I don't know.
All right, hold on, y'all. Hold on. It's always something. Okay. Let's pull up his mugshot. You keep talking while I'm doing it.
Okay. I was like, oh Lord, I hope nothing's wrong.
No.
Okay.
Nobody wants to see it. That's why. It's the most famous mugshot around the world.
But if I'm
look how he looked.
I'm going through, do I need to be on another page?
Yeah, we'll be over there.
Okay.
But it's the most famous mugshot.
He has that. What are you talking about,
Willis?
He
is so mad.
What are you talking about, Willis?
Look at his face. He's so mad.
Have his little blue suit on. He always wears blue.
He took his tie off before he got back on his plane when he was ready to talk to everybody. And Giuliani lied. As he always does. They both lied, actually.
What did he lie about?
How do you lie taking a mugshot?
What did he lie?
Well, which one? Him or Giuliani?
Giuliani? What did they say?
Giuliani said that he went on somebody's show afterwards and said that the prisoners was liking him and stuff. I'm just doing paraphrasing. He wasn't even anywhere near the prisoners.
Yeah.
Talking about they was like, go Giuliani, go. He had a whole story up about how they was.
What's wrong with him?
He's stupid. He's a nut job. And this man listens to him.
Wow.
He listens to him. That's his friend.
Giuliani's still on there. Yeah. The crowd.
Yes.
They love me. They love me.
They'll love you while they French braiding your hair.
Oh, stop.
Well, he ain't got that much hair in jail.
No, he don't.
He'll be French braiding somebody's hair.
Maybe coloring it.
Talking about they love him.
Wow.
He's so stupid.
I think something's not right with him. I was telling my mom.
And Trump listens to him.
I think something mentally is something that's changing with how he thinks now and how he reasons. I think not just age, because you can't say that about age with everybody, because everyone has different experiences.
Oh, you think he's more senile now?
I think something's happening to him mentally. Yeah, I do.
He went a whole thing about the prisoners loving him and liking him.
That didn't even happen.
They didn't even let them anywhere near the prisoners.
So
he lied. And then Trump, you want to know how he lied?
What'd he say?
When he was booked by Jack Smith, he said he was 6'3", or 6'2", one of them.
No, 6'3", I heard.
6'3" and 240 pounds. So now he's 6'4" and 215 pounds, or something like that.
Is he really tall though?
I think he's like 6. I don't even know if he's 6'3". Is he? He might be 6. He might be like 6'2", maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. Who knows?
His wife is tall, so he must be.
Who knows? Oh yeah, he married a model, so she's tall.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like, come on, dude.
So he changes with the wind.
He changes
his height, his weight.
He changes with the wind. So I thought it'd be funny to go through all of these guys' mugshots. The black guy's still in prison. I mean, jail.
He couldn't afford bail. I wrote on your Facebook post. Oh man, so sorry. He didn't have a situation where, like on Harlem Nights, when Richard Pryor's character paid for all of the people that were arrested in his club. He paid their bail, and then he let them out. I said, laugh out loud. I said, oh, this man didn't have nobody even come to his rescue.
He thought that Comb Over was Richard Pryor. That somehow they'll get him out.
You know, because we all part of the same club. You know what I'm saying?
Now, you would think he's supposed to be in that group, Black People for Trump, whatever the name of it is.
Yeah, his group is actually Blacks for supporting Trump.
They didn't have enough money to get him out.
Yeah. The whole campaign, his campaign people. Don't he have people working with him on his campaign?
Nobody got him out.
Because he says he's running.
Don't he know that he should know he's going to end up at the short end of that stick?
Wow.
But anyway, so we go through each one of these mugshots. Well, let's say hi there. Emerald says, hey, ladies, happy Friday. Hey, Emerald. All right, y'all. Let's look at each one of these mugshots. So go to the next one. Now, that's the guy. That's his chief of staff, Mark Meadows. That's the one who wanted to have the trial dismissed for him and move to federal. Now, let's talk about that. That's interesting. First of all, he did a better mugshot than Comb Over did.
Yeah.
Just a regular face. You don't have to smile.
You don't have to
look. You don't have to frown. Just make a regular face for a mugshot. That's it.
Okay.
But anyway, this is very interesting because this is the one that we believe, allegedly, and I believe it, he is one of the snitches.
Meadows? Oh, because you feel he has some information that he wants to share.
He's one of the snitches. Now, the interesting thing about his case is, I believe he's one of the snitches. Allegedly, I have to say that. But a lot of people on the inside believe he is one of the snitches. And he's working with the federal case. Okay. So that
probably has a plea deal.
Right. So that he won't get charged. Now, he came to this court and he couldn't say that, but he was kind of alluding to the fact that I'm kind of helping on the other side and I'm not going to help or whatever if y'all going to lock me up too. Like I need it on both sides. I need it on both sides, or just dismiss my case. So that I can go on to the federal level. Right.
Okay.
All right. So one of the things we've talked about yesterday, the Judiciary Committee, or the day before, I don't remember, the House Republicans Judiciary Committee, because they majority of the Judiciary Committee, are going after Fannie Willis, right?
The black lady,
right. One of the things that they said is that she was working with the federal government to help her case. First of all, from what the legal experts said, there's nothing wrong with that if she is. But let's just say for the sake of argument, if she is, then they feel like that gives them the ability to jump in and go after her because she's on a federal level. If she's working with the federal agent, that can bring in the House of Representatives, put it that way. She said she wasn't working with the federal agent. She doesn't know anything about his case and he doesn't know anything about her case. That's what she said. Now, the interesting thing is she might be right because if she's not working with Jack Smith, that could be the reason why she don't know nothing going on with what's going on with Jack and this guy. Jack with this Meadows guy.
Right.
She don't know what deal they got. All she know is I'm calling everybody in. She's separate. I'm calling everybody in. I don't know who got deals with who. I don't know who's working with who. And I don't know none of that.
And from what you're saying, if that's true, it sounds like that's good. Because she's not tiptoeing in everybody's silo and what's
so
going
they
on.
said that kind of helped her case against the House Republicans, the Judiciary Committee, because that kind of shows she don't know what's going on, or she could just be pretending she don't know and still call them in.
Have knowledge of it, but not saying she does.
Right. If she does, I wouldn't let them know, and I would have knowledge, and I would be working with Jack Smith, and you will never know because I would never tell you.
She knows what deals is going on with those with the federal people.
So I thought that was very interesting with this guy.
Okay.
But no, they didn't. The judge ruled, no, you have to stand trial like everybody else. We're not
so whatever deals you got going on at a federal level, this is a separate court.
Or she didn't do it because you need to cut a deal with me. Just like Gunna and all the other ones with YSL, the snitch. I don't know what y'all got going on the federal level, but on this level, you don't have no deal with me.
But you know what?
And she's a dealer. She a deal. So she gonna call him in and say, I don't know what you got going on over there, but if you want the same kind of deal here, you're going to have to talk.
The federal level, is that a separate case?
That's
not
separate.
Even dealing with what the Georgia people are dealing with.
It's separate.
So why would she be involved in the federal? Because the federal can be with, like you're saying, something totally
that don't have
different than the Georgia voting situation.
Yes. Okay. And you might have worked out something with them that said that you get no time. I might say, no, I'm going to give you at least a year.
Thank you.
Or 2 years.
Yeah.
You got to talk to me. You're not overpassing me. They keep trying to overpass her like she's nobody.
But he messed up in that state.
Yeah,
it was some things said and things done.
Yeah,
people did things specifically in that state.
So you gonna deal with me?
You got to pay for it.
Okay. All right, go to the next one. So the next one is our guy Dracula.
You call him vampire, but
he's Dracula
because he's pale.
He just looks like a vampire. He's a monster.
Okay,
he looks like somebody that. Would you like to see him in the middle of the night? Can you imagine getting out of your car in the middle of the night, getting ready to go in your house, and that guy standing at the
any
thing?
Of these men, to be honest,
but him especially.
Okay, well, what he scared me when that black stuff was dripping down his face.
Right, his dye.
Because that makes me think.
Now he didn't dye his hair for this, so he don't care. He's going in. He's going in.
Okay.
And the funny thing about it is, you're going in on a RICO charge. A RICO system that you helped perfect. Because of you, Giuliani, is the reason why she called you in.
And all 18 people.
It's your fault.
I think
you let them realize they can use the RICO more than just the mob. They can use it for anything.
Yeah.
Thank you, Giuliani, for giving that to the
if he had, what you think? If he hadn't perfected that and what he did, they probably wouldn't have called. It would be no reason to call all 18 people.
They wouldn't have did a RICO.
Thank you. See?
Each person would have been tried separately. So keep going.
Okay. Gina Ellis.
And that's the one I believe. Now she looks, anytime anybody smiles, they look weird on a mugshot.
For a mugshot.
That's not funny.
For me, it's not. They're not taking it serious.
I want to see your face once you snitch. Yeah. Maybe that's why she's smiling. Because she knows
I have information.
She know I got information and I'm not going to be here for long. So I might as well take a pretty picture. Like you said, this is forever.
Hello.
Even if I'm innocent, this is forever. So I might as well take
mugshots, we all know and made fun of mugshots. They don't never be like, hey, hello everyone.
Right. She got a little hair done and she's smiling. This is the one I believe that they wouldn't pay her her thing. She went to Trump and asked him to pay just like Giuliani did.
Oh, that's the one?
I believe it's the one. Y'all comment down below if this is the one. She's the one that wanted them to pay, and they didn't pay because she said some bad things or something about them or something. Okay. So they said, no, we're not paying your thing.
Okay. Kenneth Cheesebro.
I don't know any of these. Now look at him. He looks like an FBI agent, don't he?
No, he looks like he's a crooked lawyer or something. Some businessman that's not trustworthy.
These are people.
We are talking about these people's mugshots.
I cannot believe that all these people got together allegedly to steal the election.
But remember, they were not all together in one room.
There's levels. It's levels to this
but
thing.
They each touched that situation of let's change this, let's overcome this, let's cheat, let's not count.
Now, this guy is the lawyer associated with Trump's campaign who came up with the legal theory behind the so-called
Didn't I tell
fake
you
electors.
lawyer, crooked lawyer? I didn't even know what his position was.
You didn't even know that, and you said he was a crooked lawyer. The so-called fake elector scheme. He's the one that came up with the whole plan.
Oh, well, here's the thing. Legally, can they say is his ideal? Would Trump say that?
Yes.
Even though he's the high man.
Yes. And I'm telling you, that was
Trump's, throw him under the boat.
That was Trump's defense. And I agree with you. The problem is that Fannie has Trump on tape, knowing that it's fake, saying it. If she wouldn't have gotten him on tape, you're right. His whole defense would have been, my lawyer told me
he advised me.
I don't know nothing. I'm not a legal expert. Yeah. I'm going by this person who I'm paying. Yeah. But that big moron put himself on tape saying that he knows it's fake.
Oh,
so she's after him.
That would have been a good defense.
Thank you. Now this lady,
Sidney Powell,
she looked like she poisons people.
Oh, what do you want me to do? You want me to do what?
Remember that movie Arson and Old Lace? Where those old ladies was poisoning people. Yes. She looked like she could be one of those. Oh. She also has bags under her eyes, so you know she didn't sleep for days before coming in.
Probably since they told her when to come in, she probably slept since.
Former member of Trump's legal team, so she was part of the legal team.
Legal team.
Part of the legal team.
She may have been with the guy who all decided, let's just say, hey, this is
the fake electors. Oh, this guy right here. Look at him.
What the heck? What's his name?
No, look at him.
Ray
Smith.
Ray, you're not happy, aren't you?
Ray looked like he would run you over with his truck. Like
he drives those big Ford trucks.
No. What's his name? With Snoop Dogg.
Oh.
The big guy. The owner record label that ran his person over. Suge. He looked like Suge. Like he'll run you over with his truck and back up and run you over again. He's every stereotype. He's every stereotype that black people think of in the South. What, Mom?
He looked like he would kill you.
Oh, he'll kill you in a minute.
What is he?
The attorney who represented Trump in the 2020 election lawsuit in Georgia. So he's an attorney too.
Wow.
He looks like he would run you over with his truck and turn around and run you over again.
My goodness.
Ray.
David Schaefer.
He
looks like a fun guy. Like he got caught up in this. he shouldn't have been there.
A former state senator, allegedly a fake GOP elector.
Oh.
Now this guy, you're right. He looks like the kind that would go along.
Yeah.
Hey, this is what we want. What's his name again? David. This is what we need you to do, David. Uh-huh. What you want me to do? We want you to pretend like you're an elector, okay? Uh-huh. And then when the phone call comes, you're going to say that all the votes that you tallied came in for Trump. You got it? Mm-hmm. I'm down with you.
I'll do what you need me to do.
Yeah, David looks like a fun guy.
I used to be a senator, so they'll trust me.
They'll trust
anything I say.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You're right. David looks like a fun guy.
Me. I'm your man.
He'll probably be the first one to snitch. I'm trying to figure out who's going to be the first one to snitch.
Oh, my God.
Okay, go ahead. Okay. Kathy Latham. Former, go down. We're reading who they are first. The former coffee counter GOP chair was, so she's a former Coffee County GOP chair. Okay, so she's one of the people that was the chair of the election thing.
Uh-huh.
She just looks
she really looks like a Trumpster. She has that Trumpster
She
look.
looks like, again, another one that's going to snitch.
Yeah.
Some of these ones that's on the low end of the totem pole, they definitely going to snitch.
Now that they've been caught, I think if before all of this happened, she was probably like, you know what, whatever you need me to do.
Right.
I'll tell them, I'll do this.
She probably one of the ones that said she saw the two black ladies.
Yeah.
She probably one of the ones that did that.
Something. John Eastman.
Former Trump allied attorney. A lot of attorneys here, ain't it?
What's wrong with them? They know better. Well,
yeah, he looks like an attorney.
Let me stop it.
No, they don't know better.
Because attorneys have been known to do some violence.
How many attorney jokes have I told?
I know.
On our joke of the day.
They're not good ones.
Yeah.
Going to heaven, not going to heaven. Mean, take a plea deal. That's negative. I mean, come on. You would think, okay, let me say this before we move on to if there are other lawyers on this.
Mm-hmm.
all the time you went to law school, the amount of money you paid to pass the bar.
For this.
Why would you do anything unethical in your career?
Filing, it says here, filing false documents.
Giuliani was a lawyer.
Well, we know him. He's a nut job.
But he was a mayor. He did everything. What made, like I said, something not right with the mind.
Here's a poll watcher.
Okay.
Scott Hall, poll watcher. He's a poll watcher.
So,
yeah, he looks like he's a criminal.
Like he goes to probably to the bar a few times a week. We talking about these people.
I always laugh at people who support Trump.
Yeah.
Because he cares nothing for you. He can't stand y'all.
None of y'all.
He used to talk about y'all.
He mad y'all back up.
You know who y'all are to him? Poor white trash.
He mad.
When he was in New York, he would never even look over at half of y'all people who follow him. Huh?
They don't know none of them.
Yeah, they always say they don't know any of them.
They don't know each other.
But Trump he had all the celebrities. Trump's life was a billionaire in New York with gold toilet stool,
right,
and diamonds,
really over the top
penthouse
stuff.
Mar-a-Lago, nice mansion, beautiful.
He knew entertainers and athletes from his Apprentice show.
People who were y'all that's Latino and black, and you white people that's poor or middle class. Mm-hmm. You worked for him. You're nothing to him. You're nobody.
Now they're going to jail for him.
The people he turned because he saw that y'all embraced him. The mega people,
right,
are people who are just down home people. He saw that was his base, and so now he leans into y'all, and he makes them feel like he cares about them. Right? Isn't that sad?
And he sometimes I think with the situation when he was actually president, he takes up for their ugly and negative because they're supporting him.
Yes, you're his base.
So you don't look and go, Trump, these guys they got Nazi stickers.
Would never.
There's good and bad on both sides.
Yes.
He's not going to dog them out because they support him.
And I watch some people that support Trump, and some people are just regular people, middle class, working hard. Just regular people. Yeah. And they really believe him. Yeah. It's so sad. That man could care less about you. They
don't care about the fact that he believes them or supports them. They like what he stands for.
Yeah, that he's a rebel.
And he's a mouthpiece for them.
Yeah.
He makes them feel like, yes, I feel that way.
Yeah, you're right.
Thank you for saying that.
You're right. Ugh. See, first time they felt like they had a mouthpiece.
Yes.
Here's the black guy. Man. Harrison Floyd, the former leader of the Black Voices for Trump, he's the former leader. That's why they didn't get him out.
Had you been a leader.
Was booked Thursday. No bond agreement has been set. Now, somebody said that he had other charges. That he had other felonies or something. That he had assaulted an FBI agent or something. Y'all let me know.
The world.
I'll read it later. But it was something about he had other charges. Mm-hmm. So they kept him. Now, he should have known going in there. What's wrong with him?
He wasn't thinking.
He couldn't do his bond.
Yeah, he couldn't do his bond.
He wasn't thinking because remember, all these people that were doing their little jobs, whether they were the low or the bottom of the totem pole or the top, they all that vision, that goal to do this was like, yeah.
And the black people really gonna be watching him go down. Yeah. We don't care.
Poor man.
I told you he's gonna be the first one to snitch.
I feel bad for his family. Can you imagine if that's your brother, your son?
I wouldn't tell nobody.
Your husband, and they find out. What if it was our brother?
Okay, let's pretend like this guy. What's his name? Harrison Floyd. All right, y'all. We're gonna play a little theater here.
The Woods
Harrison Ford is Kim and Lenora Woods' younger brother.
Oh, what will we do?
All right. So first of all,
we probably wouldn't talk about him.
Well, first of all,
because he's being
we got to talk about him.
You would.
First of all, he was already known first because they had his name out there.
But would you let people know that's your brother?
You know what? I would because there's some notoriety there. Then I tell y'all to like and subscribe to the channel. If you want to know everything that's going on with Harrison, like and subscribe to our channel.
You will use it to get games.
He calls us every night and cries on the phone.
We wouldn't make money on this.
Y'all, he was hooked up, y'all. He didn't know what he was doing.
Because he felt like,
he felt like, you know what? Trump this how Harrison felt, y'all. I'll be taking up for him.
Oh my goodness.
Harrison felt like for black people, Trump spoke because I gotta pull out something out of my butt.
I wouldn't say
Harrison spoke. Harrison felt like Trump spoke for black people because black people are overlooked. We feel a lot of times, and Trump is always for the underdog. And he even freed some black people. Kodak Black, he freed Lil Wayne. And he was friends with Candace Owens until he shunned her at a party.
My little sister. If this was my brother, and people found out, because otherwise I'm not telling nobody. Let's just say, for sake of argument, are you going to be like, no, Emerald and Wendy find out. That's our brother. I would go, you know what, Wendy?
And Wendy will find out too, because Wendy be searching everything.
She said, Lenore and Kim, that's your younger brother.
Kim, I'm sorry. It seemed like that.
I would say, and I would leave it alone after this. I would say, you guys, just pray for him. I don't know what's going on. Okay, moving on. I'm not going to talk about him. I don't care.
I'll talk about him.
I won't.
Because
I'm so embarrassed.
No. I'll talk about him because it'll bring people to the channel.
I can't do that.
We'll get more subscribers.
I would say Wendy and Emerald, just pray for our brother. I don't know what's going on with him, but moving on. What else?
Oh my God.
See, you would use it for that purpose. I'll be like,
I would have to. Okay. I would have to.
That's funny.
I would say he's single. Anybody want him?
See, and now we're really kind of tapping into what would people do if their family members was any of these people with their mugshots, husbands, wives, kids. That's my dad.
Well, you got to remember, if they are Trumpsters, their families are probably Trumpsters. So they feel like this is not right for them to even be there. Mm-hmm. So what did Trump say on his thing? Never surrender. Mm-hmm. That'll be his thing. We'll say never surrender.
Okay.
Never surrender.
Keep standing.
Even though his mugshot, he surrendered. It said surrender by a certain time. He decides to put never surrender.
Is he changing that? That's not considered surrender.
It was surrendering. Oh. But again, his people will go with it because they go whatever.
Okay.
Did you know they said 60? I was looking at statistics. 60% of mega people get their news and believe what Trump says.
He knows 60%. That. He knows that.
Or is it 70%? No, 70%.
I really feel he knows that.
And it was like 6 or 50 or something. They get it from their family. Mm-hmm. And like the number under that was the media or conservative. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But the 70% is from Trump. Mm-hmm. They said, and one of the polls said, who do you believe is telling you the truth? Mm. And it was a high percentage of Trump. They believe him over they believe the media, over their fans and family, over anyone. That's a cult.
It is. That's what Joy said on The View.
That's a cult.
She said that's a cult.
If you put 70% of your belief into a human who you don't even know this man in real life. You have no clue who this man is. And then all this stuff about him. Everyone has quit on him. Mm-hmm. Everyone who has worked for him said he's a horrible man. Family members don't like him. His own wife wrote a book about him. His lawyers, everybody. And you put your high percent into believing him. That's a cult.
I told my sister, my eye doctor today, we got into a discussion as well because I told him we have a YouTube station and whatever. Because he was saying what we all say. You have to be careful with the news, the social media outlets. The half of the information that's out there is not true. People believe whatever they want to believe. And I said, think about this. Remember before social media even existed? And we would look at people that were involved in cults, leaders that would take them on a whole journey, even like what's his name years ago with Guyana tragedy, Jim Jones, religions that go wacko, because Wacko, Texas had a cult.
Right.
It was a cult following, and you sit there and you go, how are they able to get people to believe them?
I don't know.
And they're lying.
They're charismatic.
Oh, yeah.
Trump is charismatic. I agree with you.
Fall in love
He
with
is
that.
very entertaining. I like Trump as far as entertainment.
Yeah.
He's very entertaining. You could listen to him entertaining, cracking people, and laugh all day.
The Vic guy, what is it, Ramasani?
Ramasamy, I think.
He's very charismatic. People fell in love with him after that debate.
They love that.
Yes, ma'am. They fell in love with him. Hey, everyone, we're ready.
That's not sad. That's
what's going on.
Entertainment. Now,
Come to me.
accompany entertainment with the rise of AI and wonder how this world is going to survive.
Come to me.
Harrison William Prescott, that's the black guy, turned himself in, and this is the backstory on him. A week after being indicted in the Georgia case alongside Trump and the others. Court records show, now this is why, he identified as a former U.S. Marine. He was a Marine.
He was military. Well, some of the military was a January 6th incident.
Yeah. Who's active with the group Black Voices for Trump, who also was arrested 3 months ago in Maryland on a federal warrant that accuses him of aggressively confronting 2 FBI agents sent to serve him with a grand jury subpoena.
Oh,
that's why he's he's not only on trouble on the local level, he's in trouble on the national level.
Is giving you a subpoena and you're gonna be negative about it. You're gonna try to fight it.
Records don't disclose the purpose of the grand jury seeking Floyd's testimony, but he was served during the months that Special Counsel Jack Smith was calling witnesses before the federal grand jury. That's why the House Judiciary Committee believes that Fannie and Jack Smith, the FBI, are working together. Oh, they may be, but you'll never know. They're not dumb enough to let you know that. So. They'll never let you know that.
Okay,
but they might be, because I told you it was a lot to me. In my opinion, I'm not on the House Judiciary Committee. But it seems to me they are working together because it's a lot of tag teaming stuff going on here. And that's fine.
Yeah.
But
because they're trying to really take this group down.
You can't admit it, though. You can't admit that, though.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go through
Jeffrey Clark.
Ooh. Former Trump Justice Department official was booked early Friday. He looked like he just like, you know what, I'm here. Mm-hmm. He's going to be a snitch.
Yeah, you think so?
I think most of these guys, this guy looks crooked.
He does.
Former Trump staffer was booked early Friday. See, I told you can work for him.
As staffer, I would have jumped ship right away when he started even talking about that. I would have left. The moment that lawyer suggests that they do this, I would have quit.
Commit forgery, 2 conspiracy to commit false statements, violation to the Georgia RICO Act, and 1 conspiracy to commit filing false documents.
Dude, you in trouble. Because you was the leg man.
Conspiracy to commit impersonating a public officer. So was he one of the ones that they said went in there and pretend like he was somebody else?
I don't know.
This guy looks mean too.
What's his name? Sean? Robert.
The Atlanta attorney. It's a lot of attorneys.
This is sad if these are lawyers.
Oh, here's one of the fake electors. One of the people they wanted to pretend like he was.
Shame on you, dude. Misty Hampton.
Former Coffee County elections director.
See, these are high positions.
Oh, this the nut job.
Yeah.
Former publicist for Kanye West.
Yeah, they've talked to her on the news on certain other things that came up, and they had got her. The reporter was asking her about information, so I got a chance to see who she was. Even
now,
this.
If you being booked,
who smiles like
why
that?
would you? Everybody say she looked like one of the people on that scary movie Smile.
Yes,
she's a weirdo.
That's a weird smile, like the Smile movie. Go ahead and take my.
And why
photo.
would you show up like that? You're a publicist. Why would you show up like that?
She just. We'll see where this goes with her. You think she'll be a snitch?
Yeah, she'll be a snitch.
You think?
Yeah, because she want to be known. She's a publicist. She's trying to spin this another way. Do you think she did this because she knew everybody be talking about her mugshot being weird?
Why would she even be involved in this? If
she's one of the ones that tried that strong arm the 2 black ladies. She's one of the ones that they got on film. That she was sitting there telling them that they need to come clean on what they did and all this other stuff, and it'll be good for them, or people gonna come after them, and they'll. In other words, she basically was telling them, say what we want you to say, or it's going to be very difficult for you.
I take it that those 2 black ladies will be in court.
You know what I love about the 2 black ladies? And I wish I was smart enough. I'm stupid too. I'm a moron. I call people morons. I fit that.
You called
case.
yourself one? Wow.
I am. When it comes, we always do things that we never think about it. And then later on we go, why didn't we think of that?
Aha moment.
When they wanted to meet her with the 2 black ladies, her and the black guy, Harrison, they called the black lady on the phone and told her they wanted to talk to her about this whole thing, about being accused and about all this other stuff. Mm-hmm. And they wanted to meet her someplace. They said, we'll meet wherever you want, open, so you feel safe or whatever. The black lady said, I would prefer to meet you at the police station. I don't feel safe meeting y'all anywhere else.
Okay.
So, and then they said, okay, that's fine, but no cameras.
That's right.
They didn't want her to have any cameras. They said, because we have to be off record when we speak to you.
Oh.
And she said, that's fine. I just don't feel safe meeting y'all anywhere else but the police station.
Okay.
These 2 big dummies right here didn't realize that police have cameras on them.
Now. Uh-huh.
The cameras, the police cam caught everything they were saying.
Because they had a police involved.
A police was standing in the room with his body cam on. So she didn't know she was being recorded.
She a publicist too.
Publicist.
When you kind of,
she was smart enough to say, I don't want any cameras.
Right.
But she didn't think police cam.
And that's partly how they got him.
That is how they got him. It's all on film.
Oh, because they discussed this with the ladies.
So that's why I said I would have been.
Did they threaten them at that time?
They threatened them. I wouldn't have thought about meeting at the police station.
I didn't either. I wouldn't have thought about.
See what I'm saying? That black lady was smart.
What if they didn't want to? Then you just wouldn't meet with them, right?
I would want a police officer there still.
What did they say to the ladies? Did they say,
you can go online and look at it.
If you don't do this, we're going to do this.
You can go online.
Because the ladies must have said no.
Go online and you can see the whole video of her and that guy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Talking to that black lady and telling her about what she need to do and all of that. So she's going to be the first one to snitch. Yeah. Because they got too much on her. Why is she smiling? You're guilty.
It's that smile movie.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're innocent until proven guilty. Yeah, so allegedly, you are guilty. You are innocent until proved. They got to prove in the court of law that you did what you did.
Right.
What?
That goes back to what I asked earlier.
Yeah.
Taking their photos.
Now look at this man. A Lutheran pastor from Illinois.
What was he there for?
2 criminal attempt to commit influencing witnesses.
Sir, you're supposed to be doing the Lord's work. What is wrong with you?
And he had the nerve to wear his collar.
What is wrong with you? You're just a Satan's worker. That's just a shame before God. Okay.
He needs to go on. When I used to watch Game of Thrones, and they made the queen walk through the street, and they made her walk butt naked, and the people yelled, shame, shame, shame.
Like the Scarlet Letter.
Shame. Oh, and they was throwing feces at her and buckets of urine and all kind of stuff. And food and shame, shame, shame. And she had to walk barefoot naked through the whole city. That should be him. Shame. A man of God. Shame.
A Lutheran pastor. Shame on you, sir.
Shame, shame, shame.
I don't know. He may not say anything.
Maybe that's it. Maybe they put him last. He was last.
He was last.
So the pastor was last.
And he wasn't even needed on that group.
And the first was right there.
RICO charges. Whether you
know them or not.
Yeah. And you said there's taping, recordings.
Now, we could all be wrong. Because you are innocent until proven guilty.
Exactly.
Which means Trump kept saying he has evidence to show that the election was stolen. All he has to do when the trial starts is submit his evidence and have his team come up and say, this is our evidence that shows that the election was stolen and that everything that I did was legal. Everything I didn't try to influence any witnesses or strong arm them. And I didn't hire anybody to pretend like they was, I didn't try to make people do stuff. Even though you say you got tape on me, I was following what my lawyer said. I didn't, I don't know nothing. So if he could prove all of that, he could get out of this.
I don't think he can. Because we all know that it wasn't rigged.
Well.
What kind of proof will he actually show?
Well,
We would be so surprised if he did have some proof that really showed that.
if Trump, okay, I will go on record.
Because remember the situation.
This is not a Bible. Hold this up. It's not a Bible.
No, but
I will on my book. This is our book, 100 Friendly Jokes. I'm putting my hand on the book. I will put my hand on this book if Trump can prove that he was innocent and that he did not do anything that they said that he did, and that he brings all the evidence to shows that he was railroaded. I promise from that day on, we won't be Silk and Diamond.
We'll be a mirror of them, duplicate.
We will not duplicate them.
No.
Because I'll never be up his butt that much.
Okay.
But I will not hate Trump. I won't say anything negative. I'll be positive about him.
We'll understand what he went through.
And I will be a champion for what they did to this man.
Because I was getting ready to say.
Y'all have my promise.
Because what I was getting ready to say was, remember who was the senators that made the comment about his involvement with not his involvement, well, Russia involvement with the election.
And they showed that he didn't have anything to do with it.
He didn't have anything to do with Russia's involvement with our election.
So if that is the case, if this comes out that they all was lying on him and FBI and Fannie and all of them, and they trying to put him, and he shows legally, I don't have anything to do with this. They lied on me. I promise you, because I'll go after Biden too. I will treat them both the same.
Because you think about it this way. Let's just, for sake of argument, people who are following him, who are believing this, they know that we all are human, and we do things to get things done the way we want it to, the outcome we want. People can dislike him so much that they were the ones that cheated.
And I'm not a person who dislikes Trump so much that I'm not willing to listen to the truth.
Okay.
There are some people who hate Trump.
Right.
Even if you say he did nothing good during his presidency, no, that's not true. Just like there's people who hate Obama. So he did nothing good his whole time as president. No. See? You hate Biden. Biden does nothing good. No. I don't listen.
One thing. You can't find one
I don't listen to people that talk like that.
That's a whole
because you're not framing that person in the right way.
Right.
You just don't like them. So there's nothing they can do
that would make you even think about liking them.
I'm not like that with Trump.
Right.
So we always say the good things that happen under Trump.
And he made us money.
Yeah.
He made my company money.
Yeah. And there's some other stuff that we talk about that Trump did while he was president that was good.
Okay.
All right, y'all. And that's more of the fact that we just think that, what is it? The more conservative view is good. And that's what he had.
Okay.
Okay.
What does this do? Does he has a YouTube station, podcast?
Yeah.
He must be really known.
Funky Dineva.
Because I never heard of him.
Okay. He usually dresses like a woman.
Oh, that's why they call him Dineva?
Dineva.
Okay.
And he became famous to me when I started listening to him. He would do recaps of the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
The way he looks, though, why would he talk about anybody else's look?
Thank you. So I watch him. He comes on a show, okay, with Claudia. You know Claudia. And what's her name? Star Jones' ex-husband. What's his name?
He's on there too?
Yeah, both of them have a show. TGIF.
Oh.
TGIF on Fox Soul.
Okay.
Now they come and they do their opinions, and I usually watch the show. I like the show. And I usually listen to Funky Dineva and what he has to say. And some of his opinions I agree with, and some of his opinions I don't.
Okay.
Well, remember we talked about yesterday how everybody kept saying Halle Bailey is pregnant. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I said she's not. I've seen her on DDG's videos where she has a bathing suit on. She's not pregnant. Right. Mm-hmm. And they racing in the pool. She's not pregnant.
Okay.
And Chloe came on her Instagram or whatever, and she said, in other words, keep my sister's name out your mouth. Not just him, but anybody. Everybody who's talking
Another
about
Will Smith comment.
Yeah, that's the whole thing about Haley being pregnant. Everybody was reporting it. So Chloe got on there. She was upset because that's my sister. Don't talk about my sister, okay?
Okay.
Or else. All right. So Funky Dineva don't like Chloe.
Ooh.
First of all, he don't like the whole fake. He calls her fake.
He likes the sister though, right?
Yeah, well, he don't like Chloe because he calls her fake. She can't find what her sound is and all of that, which we all said that. Yeah. She's trying to be sexy and she's not about that life.
Okay.
Just really going after Chloe. Okay. If that wasn't enough, he was mad that she came out and spoke out about leave my sister alone. Okay. He said, so now you're trying to be gangster.
Because you're
not even a gangster.
He must have made a comment about her being pregnant too.
Right. Okay. He said, you try to be everything. You're not even gangster. Now you, or else like what?
Faking everything. Yeah. You're trying to get.
Now you're trying to be. Now you're trying to be gangster. You're not gangster.
Find your lane. Okay.
So he went after her, but that wasn't enough. He kept going. He said that she was ugly. He said fat. She has a fat face.
She's gained weight.
He said she's
not gained weight, but she's thicker than her sister.
Yeah, but she's not fat.
Right.
That she don't need to go without makeup because she had no makeup on Instagram and she still wasn't ugly.
Okay.
He's ugly. If you want to say ugly. Yeah. She's not ugly.
He is.
But saying that she was ugly and that she had a fat face and all of this and that and that. And dogging her out. I wish she'd go away. Just really, I can't stand her. He the same one that years ago called Blue Ivy ugly. And Beyonce and then went after him. So he has this thing of really going after people to an extent to where he has to pull back and come back and apologize.
Ooh.
He had to apologize to Blue Ivy and Beyonce because they was going to destroy his career.
Ooh.
And apparently he found out the hard way that the Baileys have some clout too. They under Beyonce. So he had to dial that back. So he came back on live and said he was sorry.
He must have a lot of followers.
Yes.
Okay.
He had to dial that back and say that he got the phone call, I guess, from the station telling him that you need to apologize. So he said, I don't apologize for saying about her with the music or all that other stuff. I apologize for commenting on her looks. That had nothing to do with the story.
Okay.
So he apologized for that. Well, social media don't care about his apology. Everybody's still eating him up. They want him canceled. Get out of here. We don't want to see your face no more.
Okay.
Because you went after Chloe Bailey. So here's the thing with me. Well, first of all, what does he expect? That's her sister.
Right.
If you come talking about my sister, I'm going to say something. You expect me not to say something about my sister? I'm going to say something about my sister. And though he doesn't realize they grew up in Atlanta, there is a part of them that is about that life. He don't know their family. I've heard them talk about her family on DDG, and some of them is gangsters. So she is about that life.
Okay.
When she say, don't talk about my sister or else.
Okay.
And he lives in Atlanta.
Oh. The or else could really happen.
He got to remember they got cousins.
Okay. Well, people would have not maybe left him alone if he apologized for everything he said.
No, I think people don't like him because first of all, a lot of people don't like when men speak about women's looks or anything.
But you said he's
no, he just dresses up like a woman to when he does his shows and stuff.
What's that word when they do?
He's not.
Like RuPaul.
Yeah, he's not. He don't do the whole thing. He just wear a wig and some lipstick.
Oh, okay.
But the point is that they went after him.
Wow.
So he had to come back. He had to dial it back.
Again?
Well, he had to dial back and say. So it says that as rumors continue to swirl that the singer-actress Halle Bailey is expecting her first child with rapper DDG. Now, he went in on DDG. So, I got a bone to pick with him then because I love DDG and I watch DDG. He called him everything under the sun.
He did?
He called him just disgusting. He said he knocked her up and to get her money or just, I'm paraphrasing. But he made it like DDG was just this, was he like gum under your shoe? Like She just ruined her whole life by getting pregnant by him.
Does he do that?
When DDG has more money than Halle, number one, let's say that.
Right.
He also has a lot of followers.
Does he do that with everybody?
No.
Why was
he don't like Chloe? He don't like Chloe. He don't like Chloe for some reason.
Oh, because if he's known for doing this,
it says he branded DDG a loser and suggested he trapped her on purpose while expressing his disappointment in Halle for the unconfirmed report. Then he said that they were lying. They all lying. You can clearly see that she's pregnant on the video. So then you're going to tell everybody they lying like you know more than everybody else know. Mm-hmm. He was just ridiculous that day.
That was one of the things that
he said, I don't like her. I don't like Cola.
My eye doctor and I were talking about YouTube and social media and true lies that are out there, how quick they spread. People will believe a lie quicker than they would the truth.
Yeah.
So many ugly people with ugly spirits are on social media platforms and they're influencing people and you don't want them to.
Right.
There's people on social media platforms that are spewing out hate, spewing out lies. And you think, wow, maybe.
And they have millions of followers.
The cancel culture, you would think, okay, it's been hitting a lot of people. And I don't like cancel culture. But when it gets so ugly, where ugly is not even needed.
I don't think he should be canceled because he doesn't do this all the time.
Okay.
But he definitely should. I think he needs to do another apology because the apology he did to me wasn't good enough.
Because they want him out, you're saying. They want him out.
But I don't think his apology was good enough. He was even like, you know how people do an apology like you forced to do one?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Thank you. It was like, okay, if I have to do this.
I'm sorry.
I don't want your stinky apology. Because you haven't learned your lesson.
Because I got to keep my show.
Right. It says here, this somebody quoted what he said. I'm probably going to catch a lot of backlash for this, but without that makeup, she ain't cute. She should have never showed up on that camera with that fat ASS face without no makeup. She ain't cute. She's unbelievable. She's inauthentic. That's why she ain't selling nothing.
Wow. And you know what? He's mean-spirited, so he must be dealing with some things for him to lash out at her like that. She didn't even do nothing to him.
Somebody said, I really need to understand why Funky Dineva went in so hard and nasty on Chloe like that. It was totally uncalled for. All she did was what siblings who love and care for each other do. Stand up for them. And so why attack her?
You say you watch from time to time his show. And you're saying this is not what he does all the time.
No, not go in on people like that.
He throws shade at people, right?
Shade, but it was like he got a personal thing against her.
Wow.
And somebody said, Funky Dineva 40 and his teeth falling out. He should be more worried about that than Chloe.
That's what I'm saying. He is not a good looking man.
Somebody says, now I got to let Funky Dineva go. I don't play about Chloe Bailey. He can go back to doing bumps in the bathroom if he wants to.
Oh, wow.
Somebody said a musty hag chasing the idea that one day he'll be next to Wendy Williams while trying to slight Chloe and attacking her physical appearance and her talents, all for clout and 20 seconds of relevance. Someone get Funky the Beaver a Lipitor. Clean it up. Oh, I don't want to say the last part they said. Dineva has the nerve to talk about Chloe's looks when he's up there perched looking like Kevin C. Cucumber from SpongeBob. Make it make sense, somebody. That's the SpongeBob guy. Somebody says, I am so sick of Funky Dineva. How dare you call... That's him again.
That's another photo.
How dare you call Chloe Bailey not cute? The unmitigated gall these punks have, and he's sitting here looking like a shriveled up scab every day. Mega Mind, he looks like ASS. I can't stand him calling someone who looks better than them ugly.
See, the thing is, people don't understand. When the Bailey sisters came out and they were presented to us,
we love the Bailey sisters.
There was always something beautiful about this two ladies, even in the shows, TV shows that they've been in. Their music, the sound that they have.
And they're nice people.
They haven't hurt anybody.
And I told you, I watched DDG. He went in on DDG. This is the sad thing about it. DDG, nobody taking up for DDG. Everything is taken up for Chloe and for Haley. He went in on DDG, and I don't like that. Stop. I'm tired of these people.
DDG don't have his fans is not saying nothing.
I'm a fan and I'm saying something. I am tired of looking on these stations and y'all going after DDG. You don't even know him. You don't watch him. I watched this boy for years go from college to a grown man. Yes, there are areas in his life that he needs to grow in. I agree. But the picture that y'all keep painting of him is not true. It's not accurate.
Maybe
and they keep talking about him Twitter and the inbox of his ex-girlfriend when him and Hallie was going at it. Hallie was in the room with him when he did that. I think what happened was he got jealous because she met up with her old boyfriend. This is my own theory. But he was at the same party or something she was at. And he saw a picture of them talking and giggling. And he got mad. And then when she came home, because she stayed with him more than she do in her own place, he got mad and said, how would you like if I was kiki ha-ha with my ex-girlfriend? And she probably said, well, go ahead. And they probably argued. He said, I'll do it right now. And then he got on the phone. What are you doing tonight? And then that's when the girlfriend said, what do you hit me up for? You got a girlfriend.
Like him. Why would he?
So they already don't like him. Yeah. So that just makes it worse. So I'm just tired of it. Leave DDG alone. Hallie likes him. We all like him. His fans like him. So leave him. She should be happy to have him. He should be happy to have her. They're both good for each other. Mm-hmm. And they're young. So if they do break up, so what? They're young.
So what happens of him? What's going on with him now? Is this show still on?
He's still on. He just came back and apologized, but nobody's buying it. Okay. They want him to apologize again. He ain't gonna do it again. Okay. All right, what time is it? Okay, 5:55.
Oh, it says 7 here.
No, how long we've been on?
Oh, okay.
Let me go right to I always skip this lady story. Let me go to the to this one. Now, this is not a joke. Remember, we always talk about the migrants and about no room for them. Mm-hmm. This reporter, where's her page at? I can't see it on here. Make that a little smaller. Did you blow it up? Mm-mm. Oh, you didn't? Mm-mm. Hold on. Okay. I want to show Michelle Rigavors. Is it on? Yeah, there it is, right there. Mm-hmm. Michelle, what is that? I can't say her name. But anyway, this is her page. I'll put it there. You can still see her name right here. She's a reporter in New York, and she decided to just walk around the block of the hotel she was staying at. And you can see some of the migrant workers where they have them in New York.
I'm a reporter in New York City, and this is what I'm covering this Monday morning. I took this video at around 4:30 this morning outside the Roosevelt Hotel in Manhattan on 45th Street. This is actually on 46th Street, but I'm just showing on this side to show the line of migrants that are sleeping on the sidewalk. Now, these are asylum seekers. They arrived in New York City a couple of days ago, hoping to get processed at the Roosevelt Hotel. Now, this was an iconic hotel. It's been in movies, but it shut down about 3 years ago and reopened earlier this year as an intake center for asylum seekers. Now, this weekend, they were at capacity, so these migrants were left to sleep on the sidewalk. You can see the only thing separating them from the concrete is cardboard. Except for these folks here, you can see them sleeping right on the concrete, right on the sidewalk directly. If you've been following news out of New York City, you know that this isn't new. This has been happening for the past couple of months. There have been more than 93,000 asylum seekers that have arrived here in the city since the spring. Officials have said that this migrant crisis is costing the city billions of dollars, at least $4 billion, and Mayor Eric Adams is asking for more federal help.
Look at that.
That was one of the things that they asked about in the debate.
If you don't think we have a border crisis, and they think that Obama was bad for putting people on the bus and sending them back, what's worse, in my opinion? What's more inhumane? Letting somebody come and sleep on the concrete or putting them on a bus and sending them back?
I don't know, because when I was over in Uganda, and we were in the bush, a lot of people, it was a lot of poverty. So a lot of people didn't even have a place to sleep. Like, they were on the streets. They were living kind of
so they'd rather sleep here on the street than sleep there on the street.
But think about it. The what do you call the military revolt there? You're safer probably in the states of United States than you are there, because the military guys would just come and grab you. They took the guys, they would hurt the women. You almost think on our streets, literally, is probably safer than where they came from.
So here's the question.
That's really sad.
What is the answer to the border crisis?
I don't know.
See, that is stuff that y'all need to be looking at. What are the answers? When you hear Comb-Over say build a wall, that's not an answer.
They coming over.
That's not an answer. We need answers, and not somebody giving you a one punchline.
Right. And they coming over. Think about if we were borderline with other countries, the same thing would happen. We're not near Africa. We're not near
and they
the Philippines.
England, not England. Europe is getting millions and millions.
Exactly.
Of
that's
too.
Fleeing to the next country that's
right.
nearby. But I know DeSantis said he would make sure they don't come over.
He'll shoot them down. As
Yeah, he would actually be violent. You know, them trying to come over here, they would make it. Like they did with Cuba. Remember Cuba? They would try to get them the boats and try to come to Florida.
He would, like I said, close it where they can't even come in.
Exactly. I don't know how you can close it though.
By military.
But he would spend a lot of money to do that. And that's why a lot of them haven't put money as much as they probably should. Like Nikki Haley claims that we can do both. But if we're constantly hearing money is going to Ukraine, like you said,
and we have a border,
and we got a border situation,
and you opened up Roosevelt Hotel for migrants. Worried about all the other homeless people that's in New York. That's what I'm saying. Families. I'm not talking about people who have mental issues or on drugs. I'm talking about families.
So where do we draw the line?
That's what I'm saying.
I remember when Jesus was ministering the word, and it was just so many people had gathered, over probably 2, 3, 4, 5,000 people, not including not counting the kids because they were there too. Mm-hmm. And he said they got to be fed, and they had the 2 fish and the 5 loaves of bread, and the disciples were like, "What? How are we gonna feed? We can only feed 2 people. Go and feed them." And I believe, I don't know what would be needed other than the ministries. Because they're probably burnt out.
How are they burnt out? It's a church on the
I don't know. That's a good point. Because you would think
they're not burnt out.
Ministries in that area, ministries that's nearby, ministries that can still send funding to these cities like to Chicago and to New York. We're not utilizing the funds we have in the country.
Thank you.
We're always dependent on the government to step in. But when I hear about in my old church, we had people who went over to other countries with water systems. Yeah. And they built water systems for a lot of these communities in certain countries.
So why go to another country? You can do it here.
Why can't we do stuff like that here in this country? When you constantly seeing even our people, like you're saying, our homeless people. I don't know. Kim, I'm thinking, oh my God.
Telling you.
If I was a millionaire.
No, because you wouldn't have enough money.
I would pull millionaires together, billionaires together, like the knuckleheads who's getting ready to fight. These 2 that's going to take on their little challenge.
Oh, okay.
If you think about all the millionaires we have in this country, if everybody just drop a dime, a certain amount in these cities.
But what are you going to do? The purpose is, you saying money.
Renovate.
What are they going to do?
I don't know, because I'm thinking, I know you can renovate
it's not enough room.
That are not being used. No, renovate buildings that are not. We got old schools that are
No. I understand what you're saying.
Then what is your answer? Send them back home?
I don't know what you're trying to get at. My answer is you cannot allow everybody to come in.
I didn't say that. We're not talking about the people coming in. That's a whole different issue.
Well, we got to do that first.
I'm not talking about that. That's something that needs to be done. We're talking about the right now.
No, but we got to secure the border now. It's thousands coming in every day.
I know that. And that's another issue that needs to be handled right away as well. Yes. I don't know, something built. More military, more people watching. If they pay the military even more money to be there, right? I'll stand guard if I'm making a lot of money to do it. Now, 24 hours, your turn. But I'm saying what you're showing me on this video.
Your thing is the ones that's here. What I'm saying is, it's almost like having a faucet that leaks. You're saying, okay, the house is flooded. We need people to come in and help get the water out the house and help. I'm saying I agree with that. But we got to stop the water from coming in. Or you just going to be doing buckets out the door all day. You got to stop the faucet.
You're talking about two different situations that still need to happen. You're right.
Yeah.
The border.
Simultaneously.
Thank you. You can't one or the other. I'm saying definitely do something to stop them from coming over. Mm-hmm. Send them back. You may have to hurt some feelings right now.
All right.
You may have to tell families you can't come. You may have to put some, unlike what the Texas governor did, and with those little spikes in the water.
He's an idiot. But I do agree.
Safer ways to
keep them out. Agree. Now, this is where I said I agree with Trump. Mexico needs to have their feet held to the fire over this. Because if they're coming through your place to come to mine, then what are you doing on your end? But allowing them to just come through. So, yeah, I would put tariffs on Mexico. And I would say for everyone that walks over here, that comes through here, I'm charging you for them. Then all of a sudden, I bet you that number will go down. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying.
And let's say they do find an answer for that. They find a solution to help.
Yeah.
What's the solution still with this camera on these people on the ground?
That's what I'm saying. Well, Obama, they said, and Trump was right. See, I say when he's right. He said Trump was worse than me. I mean, Obama was worse than me.
Obama.
He said Obama would put him on the bus and send him back.
And that's no problem with that. I didn't have no problem with Obama doing that. He made sure the families were kept together.
Right. That's what Trump did.
Trump split them up.
Yeah, putting them in the cages.
You gonna send me back without my boy?
Yeah, he's an idiot.
At least give me my boy. We can go back together. You knucklehead. You gonna keep my husband?
Donald! And Melania was bad. Donald, that's not right, Donald.
You split the families up.
Donald. Obama sent them back with Donald. They was with their daughter and their son, Donald.
Keep them together.
No, Donald. You wouldn't want them to do that to you, Donald.
But we got so much. Other than the migrants, we got dealings with our own people on the streets. Yeah. They were showing video of the Los Angeles homeless people. There's a community on the street.
That's what I'm saying.
10 after 10. Where you get your tent from? Oh, my tent from Target. I found it in somebody's garbage.
That's what I'm talking about.
Your tent,
we need real answers.
Paperback box is better than mine. Oh, right. I used it from Home Depot. It was a thing I got from Home Depot's garbage.
So I don't want to see debates where they talking about each other's hairstyles and ties and stuff like that. I want to hear, these are my things. I don't care about transgenders. That means absolutely nothing to me, whether somebody is a transgender or not. Only thing I care about is I don't want kids having the surgery. That's all. But what you going to do about the border? What are you going to do about our
migrants
safety
that are here already?
Well, the migrants. That's still the border. Same thing. Migrants.
Homeless people.
What are you going to do about making sure that we are able to compete in the future job-wise? As far as compete with China, Japan, Russia, everybody. We not lag behind. Because if we do that, we'll end up being a third world country. What are you going to do about strengthening the dollar? Because you already got other countries talking about we don't care about American dollar no more. We're going to create our own and forget about y'all.
What you going to do about climate change?
What are you going to do about climate change?
Gun control.
The Republicans that was up on the stage don't even believe in climate change.
No.
What are you going to do about gun control? About people just being able to just have something, or no mental, nothing, just get a gun. The same as a car. You have a license to drive a car. You have to keep coming back and getting it.
You need a CDL license for a special vehicle.
You have a CDL license to drive a truck. Why can't you have a CDL, or not a CDL, but a special license to have a special gun?
Thank you. Especially a gun that a police officer and a military person uses. You need a special license for that.
So you got stuff like that. And what about Social Security?
And they can keep tabs on you when you do have one.
We're living longer.
Yeah.
What about Social Security? What about all Medicare, Medicaid, all of that? Not this stupid stuff that everybody's talking about.
But the thing, my concern is that it's kind of like that rich man. Oh,
what rich man?
Something I was reading about the rich man coming to Jesus while he was on earth.
He says, "Give all you have."
And he said, and Well, before he even said that, you got to go to the first point that was made. That leads up into that comment.
Oh, about him.
What leads up into that comment? I want to follow you.
Oh,
I want to be one of your disciples.
Okay.
Okay. I've done all the 10 commandments. I've been good to my mom and my dad.
So you follow the rules. You follow the rules.
And Jesus said, "Oh, okay.
All right.
Well, let's see. Since you've kept the commandments." And you want to follow me because you're thinking, if you follow me, I got your back.
You seem like a good person.
I'm going to take care of you. Sell all of your money to the poor.
Absolutely not.
Give it all to the poor.
Why?
He didn't even say nothing. He walked away sad, hurt. I think our country, we really need to be careful with allowing money to be our God.
Yeah.
Allowing being rich, even YouTubers, millions of dollars. I really want to know, whoever's making a lot of money, where is your money going? Are you helping?
Some of them do.
I know. That's what I love when you show me entertainers, athletes, rap artists. They built a school. They built a for seniors. That's what I want to hear. Me putting money back into the community, because when Jesus was on earth, the word was refreshing to people, and they needed that because they needed to. A lot of them was probably poor, and I was telling my sister when I was over in some countries of Africa, those people didn't have a pot to pee in. They didn't have red bottom shoes. They didn't have a will put estate planning and all of their legacy ready to leave to their kids. They barely had clothes. They had Jesus, and that humbled me. Yeah. Because when I went back to the States, I saw the opposite. Girl, make sure you get your house.
And you was giving them stuff that was hand-me-down that you had, and they loved it.
They loved it. The kid, the woman who had the children, her little boy didn't have it, a little baby. She had pink on him. She didn't have the latest clothes and the latest whatever. It was a pink suit. And I was getting ready to say something. And one of the ladies hit me. She said, "No, if that outfit fits her little boy, she don't care what color it is.
Right.
In America, why you got that on your baby? You don't have no Air Jordans."
Right.
See, and so that's what I'm saying. I really want to see, like, to your point, Kim, if there's ways that people who do have the finances, the churches that are out there, help our people that's on the streets.
Yeah.
Especially our Americans.
But on the same token, what I was telling you, you gotta get with whatever the issue is.
Yeah.
Put them on the street? Because then all you're doing is what I said. You're taking buckets of water and throwing it out the window because your house is flooded, but you haven't fixed the faucet. There's a reason why they're there. Inflation, they maybe lost their job.
Right.
Maybe there's mental issues. Maybe there's drug issues. You got to fix those. You got to address those and not just have soup kitchens.
No, but
giving people food. But that's dealing with, I'm saying simultaneously.
Even addressing that, that's what I'm trying to say. The money, the ministries in the areas as well as outside, you can send money to help build those issues to help.
Right,
mental illness, more doctors, more nurses in there, more counselors, houses being built that's cheaper for them to live in, take care of themselves, teach the man how to fish, like you said, and not just give them the fish.
Right.
I get it.
And that's why, even though Kanye is as nutty buddy as he is, he was trying to come up with those houses that are eco-friendly, where it don't cost anybody. Remember when we went to South Africa and they had houses that were built by the government? They were little small box houses. And we looked at the community. I was like, these are different. And the guy said, those are free. They're built by the government.
Yes.
If you are homeless, you can move in one of those houses that they build in these places.
Yes.
And I thought, we don't do that in America.
We don't.
And they were cute little houses.
They were happy to be in those homes because they
had a roof over their head and it was concrete and they wasn't in the street.
They wasn't in the street. On the sidewalk.
I thought about that. I said, why we don't have those?
Do that?
Yeah, I thought that was different.
Okay.
All right, y'all. So every day you want to know who Charlemagne the God's donkey of the day is. Well, we don't need to talk about him anymore. It was Trump.
What did Charlamagne say? Did he
Yeah,
add
the same
anything to
thing.
it?
No, about him lying about how tall he is and how much he weighs.
Do we know how tall he is though?
We don't know.
Because we're saying he's lying, then we don't know how tall he is. How can we say he's lying?
But it's different on everything, so he's lying.
Oh, well.
If you tell somebody your weight and your height is different on everything, you're lying.
He's either 6'3", 6'4".
Or 6'2". He was 6'2" somewhere else.
Okay.
He's either 240. He's not 215. I know that. 240 or bigger.
Okay.
We don't know.
Because he's gained weight.
Yes.
Okay.
So he made him donkey of the day.
Okay.
And about him getting his mug shot, and he's just a donkey. He gave him all around donkey of the day. And not only him lying, but everybody else around him lying. And then he said to even lie even to that point. Mm-hmm. Could you at least tell the truth on that? And he gave donkey of the day to
he ain't gonna tell the truth on his weight.
All the other district attorneys and Jack Smith for not making him take a mug shot on the other cases. He should have been taking a mug shot on every indictment.
Had a bunch of them.
That's why they should have made him take it. And Fannie was the only one that had the balls to do it.
If y'all could tell me though, maybe I'm missing something with the whole mugshot thing and our legal system. You're innocent.
Here, let's just because you're gonna keep asking.
You're innocent to proven guilty. I always wanted to know if your mugshot, if you're taking a mugshot of somebody and their fingerprint, and then they go through the whole the legal process and they're found innocent. You don't get rid of that mugshot? It says
the original purpose of the mugshot was to allow law enforcement to have a photographic record of an arrested individual.
Oh, just arrested.
To allow for identification by victims, the public, and the investigators.
So they keep it then, once you're still considered innocent.
Well, here, who owns the mugshot? Mugshot photos are typically taken by law enforcement agencies, are considered to be public record. As such, they are generally not subject to copyright protection, as they are created by the government and intended for public use.
Because I remember Martin Luther King, they kept showing his. Remember?
Yes.
Because a lot of people back in the 60s in the civil rights movement, they were arrested just because they were protesting. That wasn't a crime.
Right.
But they had mugshots. Yeah.
It said if you were arrested,
yeah.
They have to have a mugshot.
That is real sad. Because that can be used against you.
Okay.
I'm
just looking to see if
I stand informed. Did Wendy say something?
Well, look, I'll look at it. No, that's it. It's for arrest. It's not for whether you're guilty.
No, you are permanently in the system. Yep. I don't like that, Emerald. I really don't.
Because
once you are proven innocent,
you
can walk away free.
I can't remember how far.
There's no history of you being arrested for that night.
I can't remember how far I went up, but Wendy B says hello. Hey, Wendy.
Oh, what if they
all say hi to each other? Christopher said hello.
What if they drop the charges?
Same thing. He was arrested. Rosebud said hello, everybody. Denisha says hello, and then you said Emerald says no. You are permanently in the system. It's for arrest. It's not for the trial.
But what if they wrongly arrested you?
It don't matter. You still have a mugshot.
I thought you can. That one I thought you could fight because they wrongly arrest you. So you're technically not arrested. They brought you in. They arrested you and said, "Oh, we got the wrong person." Why would you have my mugshot?
Let me see. You in
because it happened. It was the episode on Bill Cosby. Theo was arrested, and they said they was not the right person.
I don't know. It don't say nothing.
I'll look it up. Emerald, if you find out, or whoever else is listening to us, falsely arrested, because they do that sometime too.
It don't say nothing about the mugshot.
Okay, I'm just curious.
To me, what does it matter? It's just a picture.
It matters to me if I'm falsely arrested.
No, it matters to me if I'm guilty.
No, I'm not talking about that. Y'all proving that.
If not, you just got a picture.
If you arrested me and you fingerprinted me and you got my photo and then you come and say, "I'm sorry, we got the wrong man."
Okay.
Why would you need my photo in your system?
Because you came through the system. I don't know. Whatever.
I'm just walking and minding my own business, and you come and arrest me, and you're not supposed to arrest me.
All right.
My picture should not be in your system.
So find out, y'all. Find out if you get wrongly arrested and they took your fingerprints and your mugshot.
They void all
do
that.
they void all of that out, or is it still in the system?
Okay.
All right. I'm telling everybody on TikTok and on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch. All of the things we're on.
Thank you.
Help her because she's going to be thinking about that for a long
I'm wondering because they always falsely accuse somebody and come and handcuff them and they take them in and they go, oh, I'm sorry, man, we're going to let you go.
All right.
Why? Well, you was wearing the same shirt.
Right. All right. Don't forget to get our book, 100 Family Friendly Jokes. Okay. The link is in the description. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Always believe. And that was another Woods Report.
Have a safe weekend.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. Friday. Have a safe weekend, y'all. See you later.